Another step forward has been taken in the ongoing lawsuit against Activision Blizzard alleging workplace discrimination and harassment amongst other things, as a judge has ruled that the lawsuit must include temporary workers, which is a point that Activision Blizzard has been pushing back against. I'm not going to get too deep into the legalese, but as this does have big implications not just for this case against Activision Blizzard, but for the legal precedent it could set for other game companies in California and tech companies in general, I feel like it was well worth a quick look. To kick things off, we look to Stephen Tortilla on Twitter, who sums up the main point. Yesterday, in a tentative ruling, a judge in California overruled Activision's argument that the state wrongly added temp workers to its big discrimination suit against the company. Activision tried to get the suit dismissed or narrowed on those grounds. While it's important to keep in mind, as Stephen notes, that this is not a ruling on the overall merits of the case, just the scope of who it includes. Actual judgments are still a long way off. This is just setup. That being said, it's clearly meaningful setup for Activision Blizzard's legal team to push against it. While I haven't seen the exact numbers, we know that Activision Blizzard employs quite a few temporary employees, which isn't uncommon within the games industry or tech in general. Back in December, in a tweet you may remember from Jason Schreier, Activision released a statement amidst the controversy involving the firing of QA testers that led to the Raven Software walkout and then strike. Here they mention converting 500 temporary employees to full-time employees, and that's not even all of them. Though it is, of course, also worthy of mention that being Activision Blizzard's legal team, the lawyers in question here have every incentive to attempt everything possible to get the scope of the case limited or the case overall thrown out. It's kind of a throw everything at the wall and see what sticks thing when you deal with legal precedent of this scale. Whether or not employees make up a significant portion of the staff overall is a lot more individual accounts to add onto a case. Activision could have taken a lot off of the board by limiting the scope here and pushing the blame for any allegations from said workers onto their temp agencies instead of the company itself, which the judge disagreed with. While this is a big step forward, we're still far from the end. Stephen also reminds us that the jury trial is scheduled for February 27th, 2023. Beyond that, who knows how long it will take for the trial to actually conclude. I'm far from a legal expert, so certainly I can't tell you, but I can tell you this. This is another big step ahead in the case, and this case is going to have a lot of implications, not just for Activision Blizzard, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, but for other video game companies. Think of just how many full-time and temporary workers there are within California's jurisdiction that this could set precedent for in similar cases moving forward. There is a lot on the line here potentially for the workers and the companies that employ them, whether they are game companies or general tech giants in Cali, like Microsoft. One way or another, this is absolutely going to be a big case, and of course, I know that legal proceedings are a little bit dry, but again, this is something that's going to have a massive impact on the relations between game companies, the dev teams, and the various components that make up running an entire video game company, of which there are very, very many. And so I feel like it's well worth keeping a close eye on, especially in the midst of so many efforts of worker pushback, so many groups that are either putting together strikes or walkouts or going into full-fledged unionization votes. There's a lot changing within the games industry that's going to have a big impact on how we see the games we love produced, and hopefully it's going to cut down on the number of allegations coming out regarding unfortunate instances of complaints of workplace abuse. It's something you don't want to see more of, no matter how you feel about the specifics of the situation, I am sure, but I do want to know more about how you feel about the specifics. Do you feel like this is a big step forward in this case? Is this single piece of information going to have big implications, or is this really just another bump in the road for Activision Blizzard? And how do you feel about the case in general? Do you feel like we're going to see a ruling in favor of the workers? Do you feel like something significant is going to happen to Activision Blizzard, or do you feel like they will successfully, whether through their own merits or through that incredible Microsoft bankrolling, be capable of beating the case? Let me know in the comment section down below, and of course, when there's more updates on this in a year, I guess, or sooner if we get another inciting update like this, I'll be back with, of course, another video. But for right now, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching once again, and I will see you next time.